The people that said they were anti-war. I think they said no new wars. Yeah, they voted for a president that was not going to start any new wars. And what's funny to me is that not only were you lied to, not only did this man start this and get out of the
freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Just in order to get the Greater Israel Project accomplished, you have to kill people. That's why it's wrong. Killing people is wrong. Full stop. So you can try to make sense of it with, well, it's a threat and this and that. There's no greater threat than the United States empire.
Vocabulary up, because I'm throwing out words like hubris, acquiesce, verbose. What are you going to do about the dichotomy of the nuance?
To the encampment, liberty.
And what I've learned, and I'm not a liberal or a Democrat. I voted for Trump the first time, but he's become a politician. He lies like all the other politicians. He deceives like all the other politicians.
Endures through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead. Our cause in doing.
I'm going to go out on the limb and say anybody that sits in that oval does not like Americans. They love United States, though, which is the politics, but they don't love the Americans. Americans are farmers. Americans are mechanics. Americans are school teachers. Americans are mom and pop businesses.
And brave! Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Not only do I love my FBA fam, my Black American fam, my Black people on code, you know, my people that's allies with us, as part of the fam. I love y'all. I love my country too. You feel me?
The cause to victory.
To victory. These pastries are wonderful.
Indeed, but we must stay vigilant.
Facade of the most magical place on earth. U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents boarded 5 cruise ships in San Diego between April 23rd and 25th, which included Disney's Magic, netting 28 arrests for child sexual exploitation material. 3 of those nabbed were Disney cruise staffers, with passengers left stunned as crew members, including one family's server, were cuffed right in front of them during disembarkation. Authorities confirmed involvement in receiving, possessing, distributing, or viewing child pornography, primarily among foreign crew from the Philippines, Portugal, and Indonesia.
Crew member on board the Disney Dream was arrested for possession of child pornography after authorities received 9 separate tips from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. A 28-year-old Filipino crew member had his phone seized when the ship arrived at the port, and authorities found multiple photographs of children engaged in sexual acts, some of which were under 10 years of age. He apparently was sharing these photos with a group of other such individuals.
Now, questions are growing after video surfaced showing Customs and Border Protection officers detaining workers from a Disney cruise ship here in San Diego, and now community members want answers. Welcome to The Four, everyone. I'm Anna Laurel.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. That incident happened nearly 2 weeks ago. News 8's Kelly Hessedal joins us live from the B Street Pier where this all happened with what those groups had to say. And Kelly, I understand you also heard from a witness of that detainment.
That's right, and that witness actually shot the video you're about to see. Now, she says she and her family were on that Disney cruise for about 4 days. They were getting off the ship here at the B Street Pier when she says she spotted some of the employees that they had been getting to know during the trip in handcuffs. Take a look.
I saw several officers and employees and restraints being escorted on the between the boat and between customs on the port.
Dharmi Mehta says she shot this video April 23rd as about 10 employees from Disney's Magic cruise ship were put into CBP vans. Did you recognize the employees?
Yes, actually, 2 of the employees had been serving my family the duration of our stay on the trip. So one of them was our personal host at dining, so we saw him every evening. And actually, we had breakfast with him that morning.
And what was going through your mind when you saw them being detained?
I was shocked. Actually, it was just really unsettling just because they were serving us just moments before, and, they did everything they can to give us such a great experience. And then here they are in this situation.
Today, several community groups, including American Friends Service Committee and Union del Barrio, gathered, demanding to know why these workers were detained and where they are now. Benjamin Prado says they contacted CBP, got nowhere, and contacted Disney as well.
And eventually, when we ended up with a supervisor, number one, they were completely oblivious that a person was taken off their vessel. And number two, they even questioned whether what we were saying was true.
He says this isn't the only incident in San Diego. April 25th, he says 4 cruise ship employees from the MV Zaandam were detained by CBP too. The reason and their whereabouts also unclear. For Mehta, she says what she witnessed left her with so many questions.
What's going to happen with them? We knew the boat was leaving the same day. So it's, if they get released, where do they go? How do they get home? Do they get back on the boat? Where are they?
And I reached out to Disney for comments. So far, I haven't heard back. I reached out to Holland America for comment. They directed me to CBP. I reached out to CBP for details and said, is this an immigration-related matter? Was this some other sort of criminal matter? And a spokesperson would only say that they're working on putting a statement together to send to me. So as soon as I get that, I will bring you the very latest. But for now, we'll send it back to you, Carlo and Anna.
Kelly, your witness, you could tell she was kind of rattled by the thing. A weird situation. And she had just had breakfast with one of those staff members. Was there anything interesting going on with that person's demeanor that morning? Anything different that she remembered?
Yeah, she talked about that. She said that she noticed he was a bit distraught. He seemed distracted, but she thought that maybe it was because, they were trying to get this whole group off the ship and then usher on a new group. But she said, yeah, a lot of the employees, they were from all over the world. She doesn't remember exactly where he was from, but she says she does remember him telling her that he was just excited to get home to see his wife and the rest of his family.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Party. Why I like the new party? Number one, it's a group of people that's on a panel. We all have differences, but we all basically still come together at the end of the day. The new party for me is about unity. The new party for me is about educating people to the truth, letting people know what's been going on in our country. With that being said, shout out to the new party, man. We're going to keep it going with y'all.
Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
I'm Kamal.
And tonight on the new party, we are going to be talking about something very disturbing. I am a fan of the Disney cruise line. That's like my favorite one. As you guys can see in the background, we're in a ballroom. We'll be talking about that later because, boy, things are expensive here in America. But we may not have lower gas prices, lower food, but we're going to have a big, fancy ballroom, guys. So I'm so looking forward to that. I don't know if you are. If you are, please do the poll. Is Trump to blame for high prices? But before we get into that, as you guys can saw in that first clip, CBP, aka Customs and Border Patrol, along with Homeland Security, conducted operations at the port of San Diego, targeting CSM. You guys can look up what that means because, boy, the shadow ban is heavy tonight. And they detained 28 crew members. Kamal, this is your home. This is your home city. What's your thoughts about what CBP did for that operation? Should they have taken more people?
I just think this shit crazy because this is literally in my backyard for real. I'm like, yo, they out here doing the weird shit like this out in Dago. God damn, you feel me? How they should they take more people if they was involved in that type of crime? We gotta say CP. You feel me? The shadow ban is heavy. You feel me? If they involved in that type of crime, hell yeah, they need to take their ass. Get their ass out of here ASAP. I just can't.
Exactly.
I'm just so surprised. Well, you know what? Let me take that back, y'all. I'm not surprised. You feel me? San Diego, we got a lot of weird motherfuckers here. All right, it's a lot of weirdness out here, y'all. Telling y'all that right now. It look nice, sunshine most of the time, but damn it, it's a lot of weird shit out here, y'all. Telling y'all right now.
It's a lot of weird stuff. And the weirder thing is that this all happened in front of Disney cruise passengers. This was a witness testimony. This is what they saw. Guys, if you're watching, let's hit the like button. Like, we got to push through this shadow ban. So I need everybody to tap the screen, hit the like button, also send jewels and super chats. We appreciate your support.
Of about 10 workers who were removed from the Disney cruise ship, detained and then taken away in a CBP transport vehicle. Now, the person who took the video, she says she'd just been a passenger on the ship. She was leaving the ship when she noticed this all going on and was stunned because she recognized some of the people who were in handcuffs. Take a listen. Did you recognize the employees?
Yes, actually, 2 of the employees had been serving my family the duration of our stay on the trip. So one of them was our personal host at dining, so we saw him every evening, and actually we had breakfast with him that morning.
Gray, what's your thoughts on all of this? Do you think it's normal for a grown man or men to want to work on cruise ships with children, surrounded by screaming children at that?
Well, what me and you were talking about before the show started is me personally, I would never want to work a job involving children. I got kids. I definitely don't want to deal with anybody else's kids. But as far as like this whole thing of CP going on, this is pretty crazy. Like, I mean, we just talked about this happening with the influencer on Tuesday. So I think it needs to be more like how are these people getting caught? That's what I want to know. What are the operations on catching these people with this? Because they're on a cruise ship, and from my understanding, like, do they even get Wi-Fi? Because like when I went on a cruise ship, you had to pay for Wi-Fi every day.
Yeah, they getting Wi-Fi for
Yeah,
sure.
the workers have Wi-Fi Gray because a lot of them are international. They come from other countries. So they want to give them a way to talk to their families. And a lot of people that go and work on these cruise ships, they have families. Like, they leave their families. They have wives, they have children, and they come and they work there for 3 months to 6 months, sometimes up to a year. They stack up their bread and they send them home to their families. So it's not unusual for people to be away. Sorry, go ahead.
Skeptic talked about this last night about how they live stacked on top of each other on these cruise ships. And I think that's another problem because like you're living with a roommate, depending on how long you're on the cruise ship, you're not, with a woman. So like they probably are resorting to getting this type of material, which is horrific. But just to think about like being stuck in a small space like that for a long period of time.
Well, I have to push back on that because my father worked on cruise ship and he got the punani. Okay, that's you meet guests. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching. You meet guests. You hook up with other people. And actually, the last cruise I went on, this lady gave me a massage and she told me she was dating someone on the ship. So that's not necessarily true. Yes, they are packed like sardines, but they get days off. They hook up with other people. So, I mean, that's a poor excuse.
But this is the problem because I want to add. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think them not getting some puss, or if it's a woman, they not getting some D, going to translate to them watching CP. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. You feel me? I don't know, bruh. I don't know.
I'm saying the cruise lifestyle, right? There was an article I read where they had a problem with STDs and with the people because, like you said, they are packed in there like sardines and like your dad did whatever. But that means your dad, every time there's another group of people come on the cruise, he's trying to like date a person or interact with a person so that he can sleep in a nice room that night. that's the issue with the cruise lifestyle. I mean, you fun, you partying every day, but you kind of stuck in a small box.
Okay, I feel you. The other interesting part is there are a lot of conspiracies attached to Disney cruises. We're going to get into it tonight. They're going to probably shadow ban us some more. This is what they had to say about the Epstein connection, allegedly.
About 10 workers who were removed from the Disney cruise ship, detained and then taken away in a CBP transport vehicle. Now, the person who took the video, she...
Never mind. I don't think that's a clip. Okay, well, this is the conspiracy. Here we go.
Whoop. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Up to Neverland.
But where is it? Old Cannibal Cove. I'm collecting stupid little boys, and I take them to Pleasure Island. No, there's no risk. They never come back as boys.
Carefully matching every child to their ideal monster to produce superior scream, refined into clean, dependable energy.
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die, and I'll silence anyone who gets in my way!
Basically, I don't know if you guys know this, but there used to be excursions to Little St. James Island. That's Epstein's island. Kamal, what do you think about learning that fact about it?
So to save my channel and y'all channel, I'm gonna say allegedly on everything because I don't know what's the worst gang, the IRS or Disney. At the end of the day, we done heard things about Disney. Yeah, see, allegedly, we gotta throw that out there. We ain't trying to get Tasha Cage, y'all. Okay. We done heard things about Disney and how they show certain messages within their like goddamn films and stuff like that. I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm gonna keep saying allegedly because allegedly Walt Disney. Do y'all know Walt Disney was a honky, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Leave it at that.
Absolutely. Yes. Gray, what's your thoughts?
I can't go that far and say that I like believe that stuff. That to me, that's pretty wild. We definitely will get a copyright strike for you playing the Disney stuff, but I've been around people where it's just like you can't have a conversation with them because it's just like every little thing is some type of Illuminati conspiracy. So it's like I don't go too far and looking at stuff like that. To be honest with you, watching that video, I don't even know the evidence that they was pointing out. To me, they were just showing just random clips.
You see that shit on Scar, Neck, and Lion King?
Which one? Which part?
Man, that was the Illuminati signal right there. I'm playing with you, Gray. I didn't see shit. I'm saying like, man.
I've never been one of those type of people, but I've known multiple people that like they talk about that stuff incessantly.
I like a good conspiracy. I miss Mia and Kim. They join in with me. But all right, guys. Hopefully I can get us in the algorithm with this next topic. If you guys are watching, help us break through this algorithm by hitting the like button. And if you're feeling really generous, send us a super chat. But in this America that we're living in, as we are hoping for this beautiful, magical ballroom that Donald Trump is going to save us all, allegedly. We have an affordability crisis, and don't let people tell you otherwise. It's very real. Let me play this first clip. It really breaks it down. Here we go.
Y'all got to help me out with something here. I am in North Texas. That is North Texas. Let me know what city, what state you're from. But gas prices out here have just reached $4.29. Now, I don't know about some of y'all, what side of the aisle you fall on, but I did vote and support President Trump. But I voted for him to make America great again. I did not vote for him to make gas prices high again. This Iran stuff in the Strait of Hormuz and stuff like that, we don't even get our oil from there, man. What is going on with the prices here in the United States of America as a result of what's going on over there in Iran? Anyway, like I said, I did not vote to make gas prices high again. Gas was cheaper under the auto pen. Under Biden. Come on now. What city, what state you from? What are your gas prices out there? And do you believe gas prices will go down soon, or will they remain high and steadily climbing? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to follow.
Yeah, and if you guys can do the poll, we have a poll. Is gas prices high because of Trump? Yes or no? Gray, you live in West Florida, well, Southwest Florida. What is your gas prices right now?
I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's like $4 or something, or maybe $3 something. I don't
I'm
remember.
in the Orlando area, and it's $4.59.
Yeah, something like that. I'm one of those people though. When the hood people say this, I don't even track the price because what I'm gonna do, not put gas in the car. Like, I mean, you really ain't got no choice. Like, if you go right there, I'm talking about in the moment. I'm not talking about like just talking about it. But I don't like once I'm right there, I look at it, I'm ticked off. I'm like, man, I can't believe I got to pay this. But I don't like log it in my memory and say, oh, that's how much the gas is. But
come on, those.
All right,
y'all crying right now. God damn it. We've been having high gas prices since I was born. Shit, I think gas been over $5 for the past like 5 years over here in Cali. I wish gas was $4 something right now. God damn. Gas over here like $5.49.
I will give you that because I went to Cali and Vegas. I said, oh, I could never live here. The price is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy as hell. You feel me? Cost $150 to fill up a Honda Civic.
But is that taxes or is that just like your price? Like, why is it so high over there?
It's high over here because from what I heard is that we have some type of refinery war over here in Cali, like something with the oil. It's not only the Iran shit that's effing us up over here. It's also like the local business when it comes to oil over here in Cali. That's why the gas prices already are hella high. So that's what I heard. You feel me? $6 goddamn dollars. Yeah. Eric, no, he in San Diego. He ain't goddamn Dago. Yep. $6 goddamn dollars. These shit's gonna start turning into goddamn what you call it? Goddamn drug prices. People gonna be starting to do strange ass things for gas. You feel me? Shit getting outrageous.
Well, Republican voters are blaming Trump, guys. Here's this clip that explains, them blaming them. Allegedly, this is a CNN clip. Here we go.
The buck stops at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Donald John Trump, the president of the United States, and to a historic degree, look at this, blame for the increase in gas prices. 77% say Donald Trump. I looked back at every president that I could find on a similar question, which is when the gas prices rise, who gets the blame? Trump gets the blame more than Joe Biden did back in 2022, more than Barack Obama did in 2012, and more than George W. Bush did back in 2005, 71%. Donald Trump takes the cake. He owns this mess, according to the American people, and it is quite the mess because as gas prices climb ever higher and the increase in the percentage that blame Donald Trump climb ever higher, his approval ratings go down into the basement.
So presidents always get blamed, but he's getting blamed more.
He is getting blamed more to a historic degree.
What about the partisan breakdown here?
Now, this is where it gets really stunning. Okay, we've seen numbers that are this bad for Trump, disapproval rating on gas prices around this area, the percentage blaming him for the increase in gas prices around this area. But when you break it down by party, this is where it gets, oh my. You know, this is a Republican base that has been infatuated with Donald Trump for years. But even here, blame Trump for rising gas prices. 55%, a majority of Republicans blame Donald Trump for gas prices. That is the highest ever blame for gas prices from one's own party. Then you see 82% of independents. That's the highest percentage who blame the president of the United States among independents. Not much of a surprise, 95% of Democrats. But majority. Rarely do you get the trifecta of majority from across the political spectrum agreeing on something. But here we have it. The majority of Republicans, independents, and Democrats all blame Trump for higher gas prices.
And this is the highest ever from inside one's own party?
That is correct. This is the highest ever from inside one's party. When you look at the three other presidents that you have on your screen right here, that 55% that you see here, blaming the president from in one's own party, that is the highest ever.
Okay, so the president says it's all worth it. It's worth it to fight this war in Iran. What do the American people say?
Yeah, okay. You know, last night as well, Rick Scott, the senator from the great state of Florida, said the same thing. It was worth it for him, despite the fact that we had the higher gas prices. But do the American people agree? They don't agree with the President of the United States, and they don't agree with the senator from the state of Florida. Look at this. Is the Iran war worth higher gas prices? 64% of Americans say no. Just a third say yes. These are types of numbers we see consistently with this war over and over and over again. We're not just getting little majorities. We are getting vast majorities agreeing on something. And here we have the vast majority say no, the Iran war is not worth higher gas prices. As I said, it is a mess, and is a mess in the minds of the American people of the president's own making.
They already say it's not worth
Is the higher gas prices worth it, Kamal? Who do you blame as a Californian citizen?
Well, shit, since Trump in office, I blame his pasty face ass. Look, at the end of the day, though, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm with Gray. I look at gas like, man, I'm putting 40 in no matter what. $40. That's all that's going in there. All right. But yeah, the gas price is most definitely on Trump. But damn, man, that just shows, man, the MAGA imploding, man. All the MAGA flunkies, you feel me? They all falling off from the Nick Fuentes to the Tucker Carlson, Candace Owens, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all of them. They're like, man, it's the gas prices, man. Damn. But hey, if y'all got stocks and shit though, y'all booming right now. I'll tell you that much. He got the stock market going crazy. Y'all better get out where y'all can though, cause I don't know. The shit looking real shaky.
Gray, as a Democrat, who do you blame?
Of course, you go blame who's ever in office, but when you go around, and this happened with Trump first term, when you go to, it might have happened to Joe Biden too. When you go to the gas station, y'all remember they used to have the stickers that would be like, "I did this," and they have a Trump face like pointing at it. So of course, who's ever in power is gonna get the blame, and they always do the, "Oh, this was because of." We talked about this 100 times on the show. "Oh, this was this was from the other president's economy, and this is my economy." So like at this point, we never know who's responsible for what. Because I guarantee you, if it was doing bad, they go try to say, "Oh, Joe Biden did it." So, well, you know, the like whole rhetoric that they do.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Exactly. Well, this clip. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A MAGA night, man. Somebody that's still on the MAGA train. How they feel? You feel me, Kenora? You feel me? I'll take some blame for this. I think I pulled you over into the independent side a little bit more.
Yeah.
You feel me? Gray, I think you slide into the independent side too. You feel me? I'm just saying. You know, so we got to ask one of the MAGAnites, man, how they feeling these gas prices?
I would love to ask the name who we won't say. I would love to see. Maybe I get a fake account, go listen on his lives.
Damn, treating him like Lord Baltimore.
Yeah, is he still worshiping him?
Damn. Lord Baltimore. Y'all already know who we talk about, y'all. Right.
So, listen, guys. People say CNN is fake. This is from a Fox News, like press hall, like a town hall. Sorry. Here we go.
That I was expecting from the president himself, I don't feel in my everyday life, which is concerning to me. I still feel, obviously, that, you know, prices are very, very, very high. You know, if you're going to the grocery store or just in general, because inflation still exists. Unfortunately, now we have the higher gas prices, which really hurt, you know, everyday people in their pocket. And I've voted my entire life, and the frustration right now is, it's just unbelievable because what really changes? I just feel like that we're kind of, you know, just, you know, kind of steering the ship in the same direction.
So yeah, I wanted to show you guys that people, like everyday voters, are saying, I don't feel a difference. That was a I think that was like Fox or like a right-leaning town hall with someone saying that. Kamal, are you surprised to hear them say that? I don't know if that's necessarily a MAGA person, but that is a Trump voter. I am a Trump voter, and I didn't vote for this. Like, obviously I voted, but I didn't vote for this. If you would have told me that we would have seen gas going to $5 a year and a half into Trump's presidency, I would have said you're lying.
Yeah, that was not in the bingo cards, was it? Shit. I'm not surprised though, because we see more of the like bigger right-wing pundits, they jumping off the MAGA train. You feel me? So I'm not surprised that this woman is saying that shit if she's if there's a right-leaning platform. Because most of them, I think they saw they saw something going on within that camp, and it was like, all right, let me get out early while I can. And at the end of the day, I agree with Wallow G in the chat say, you feel me? The nigga Trump is 81 years fucking old. Like, he like, man, F y'all. I'm trying to start. He's trying to carve his name into history right now. That's what I feel like. Good, bad, or ugly. It don't matter. He's trying to carve himself into history books. We always gonna remember Trump. At this point, we always gonna remember Trump. So that's how I feel at the end of the day. I think we lost Nora though. I think there she go.
I'm here. I'm looking for something. Y'all can keep going. Gray, what's your thoughts on everything you just heard? Are you shocked to hear that at a Fox town hall that somebody said that?
Yeah, because I just saw them saying that Trump still has a lot of Republican support. So even if you see these people complaining, if you see these people say, oh, I don't like Trump or this, and that, I feel like the core Republican base, Trump could do the worst thing ever, and they're still gonna support Trump. So that lady in that video, if she's a Trump voter, I'm pretty sure she's probably gonna vote Republican the next time around again.
Damn, so are you saying that nothing will work to dissuade Trump supporters? What do you think it'll take?
Sure. I don't know. Trump himself said he could go in the middle of Manhattan and shoot somebody on 42nd Street, and then they'll still vote for him. So I mean, nothing. Wow. Trump has loyalists to the core.
Well, there was a viral video this week, guys, and I want to play that for you. This is even going more about the high prices. Let's watch.
$7 for 10 slices of cheese? I need to get the fuck out of the US.
$75 for 3 steaks. Do you think that's ridiculous? Last week I was here, it was $70 for 3 steaks. Now it's $75.
Because I'm looking for some ground beef for my lasagna and also for my spaghetti. I found the ground beef. Why is it $30?
$5.99 for a regular sized bag of Doritos. Are you freaking kidding me?
I told my nephew, go pick out your favorite juice, but
99.10.
nah, nigga, we got water at the crib. I mean, let's go.
This used to be $3 to $4. This is $9.29 for a case of sodas.
Look at this, $3.29 for a regular damn Hershey's bar. You guys are smoking crack.
10 pretzels in there, right? $25 fucking dollars, dude. Go fuck yourself.
So, what do you guys think about all the prices you just saw?
I got something.
Jesus Christ.
God damn. $75. 3 steaks? Where the hell are they shopping at? Dead. The top of the line. Damn. Go ahead, Gray.
They showed Publix. Come on, you probably don't know what Publix is, but Publix on there, all their stuff is overpriced. I saw Publix. I said, "There's no way they talking about Publix prices," because that grocery store in particular is like they try to get you to buy one get one free, or they try to get deals or whatever. So like that one was a bad example. But yeah, the prices is definitely bad. I mean, my question to you guys is, it because the cost of energy, like, because I done heard people talking about meats or all types of stuff. So why do y'all think the prices is up?
I'll let Nora tackle that first.
I honestly think it's a combination of the energy prices going up, which were going to go up whether Trump was in office or not. It's not all Trump's fault in that regard, but he did promise to lower it. So that's like half of my issue with him. The other part of it is the what's going on with Iran, like the fuel prices. People don't realize that fuel is connected to a lot of things like fertilizer and things like that drive up the cost of things. So I will say 50% Joe Biden and the energy prices, because he didn't bring them down in time. 50% Donald Trump. I'm not going to blame all on Donald Trump in regards to that, because again, we are still suffering from the 2021 6% inflation versus Donald Trump. We've only seen 1.6%.
You know who I'm blaming? This mozzarella stick that's in the chat, May J. This tard right here. We got to be at the never wearing glasses. So if I wear sunglasses inside a crib, then I gotta be a celebrity. God damn, eh? It. Anyway, yeah, the high prices and stuff like that, like at the end of the day, you gotta blame Trump. Because he's in office. He's the one that initiated this war to make the fuel go up hella much. So yeah, man, you gotta take this, man. Trump, you gotta take this. You gotta take the good with the bad. Take the good with the bad. What they say? Find how easy
yeah. Well, Ro Khanna went and he made a great video. I want to play it for you guys. Ro Khanna is a Democrat. You know, the Democrats, I can't even tell you what they promised in 2026 this year, but let's watch.
It's beautiful, man. It's a black community, man. I love it.
I've been coming to the market since I was like 6 years old, 7 years old. I'm 49 now.
Hi, I'm Ro Khanna. Good to see you.
I know Ro Khanna. I'm from California. So what are you doing out here in?
We were just going around the grocery store seeing how much the prices have gone up. Have you noticed?
Oh, absolutely. The prices have gone up.
Have you noticed the grocery prices going up here?
And everything's going up. Yes.
A lot of people buy less because of the price.
Some people that can't afford it, they can't afford a sandwich anymore.
Why do you think they're going up?
You know why they're going up.
Why?
Because of, I better not say it on TV.
Since 47 has been in office, tomatoes, your greens, your onions, cucumbers.
Everything going up. You know, everything going up. But Mario's still cheaper than everything else.
You've had this store for 30 years.
About 30 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. I started as a box boy for Vegas Village back in 1977. Bagging groceries.
Bagging groceries.
Bagging groceries. And I said to myself, you know, one of these days I'm going to own my own business, my own store.
I was just in Mexico. I met with President Sheinbaum, and they're really concerned about the tariffs that are hitting the tomatoes there. And I wondered, have you noticed anything on the price of tomatoes? And
well, tomatoes, watermelon, before the tariffs, or before they start talking about tariffs, I had inquired about a bin of watermelons, and they quoted me a price of $289. It was at the beginning of the season. 2 weeks after that, and they start talking about the tariffs, that same bin went up to $360.
Wow. Where do the watermelons
These
come
come
from?
out of California, but they're coming probably from Mexico. Most of the produce I get comes from Mexico.
So the watermelons now cost more since the tariffs?
Yes. Same thing on tomatoes. You know, we were selling them for $1.19 a pound.
They're right now $1.89.
$1.89 a pound.
And you were selling for $1.19.
$1.19 a pound.
Just because of these tariffs?
Just because of the tariffs. A lot of the canned seafood, jack mackerel, salmon.
So the canned tuna, $1.89. What was that before?
$1.19, 99 cents. Shrimp, you used to get it for $5. Now it's $9. The swai, that used to be dirt cheap. Now it's $5.29.
What was it before the tariff?
$1.99.
It's gone up $3.
Yes. Mayonnaise, $8.
What was it earlier?
$4.
Really?
Yes. Groceries are going up. You know, we're talking not just stuff that's coming from the outside.
Yeah, just
Even the stuff that's come from the inside. And the reason they go up is because these companies, let's say, Kraft, have to buy their stuff to make it probably from the outside.
You understand economics better than the president's team,
so they have to raise the price, and it's just been crazy. Like I say, my inventory in grocery has gone up just about $100,000.
You were paying $300,000 for groceries.
Now it's $400,000.
And you think that's since the tariffs? Or?
Yes, because everything's just gone up crazy
over the last few months.
The cost of goods, whether they're out of the country or not, is going up and up.
Okay, I want to send a message to Donald Trump.
Yes, sir.
We need Trump to stop doing what he's doing.
If we lower them tariffs, that all goes into this cost. All the way around, no matter if it's mayonnaise, it's tuna, if it's tomatoes, if it's the beef.
So is it because of the tariffs? That's what I wanted to introduce into the conversation. Gray, what do you think?
It's possible. I mean, certain supply chains are going to be affected by the tariffs, but Trump has been so back and forth with tariffs on, tariffs off. I remember before we were keeping track of it, and he did like a whole little board on the White House lawn. So I would have to actually look and see what tariffs are actually in place right now, and what countries that it's on, to know what supply chains were actually affected.
Kamal, what's your thoughts? Is it the tariffs?
I don't know if the tariffs, but these greedy ass corporations, man, you greedy bastards, y'all can eat the cost. God damn. Y'all putting the cost on us. You feel me? That extra $2 on the mayonnaise hurt. Y'all can eat that extra $2 cost, you greedy bastards. Man. But yeah, Trump, he has been very wishy-washy when it comes to the tariffs. He's back and forth when it comes to that. I think it's a combination of it could be like the tariffs, this Iran war, you feel me? Because when fuel goes up, like you said, Nora, it does boost the price of stuff up because of, you got to transport shit, right? So, yeah, it could be tariffs, but I think the bigger factor is that Iran war because fuel runs everything, all right? So that's all I got to say about that.
I'll say it could be the war. It seems like the war, but the war, hopefully we'll see an end to the war, guys. But if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. Guys, we're gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I gotta ask somebody. Do y'all see this comment right here? Love by Buzz. She said, "You're paying for convenience. Just saying, mayo is so easy to make. You're playing games by the shadow government. How the fuck do you make mayo then? How?
With the eggs, and eggs are expensive. So,
well, there you go. Boom. See? What the hell? Look it. Some people just don't know how to make stuff from scratch. Come on now, like.
Mayo's already nasty. I won't not nasty, but the texture and the way that it is, I wouldn't want to make that from scratch.
Me either.
Y'all mayo haters?
I'm not a mayo hater like the movie Undercover Brother, but I'm like, you seen that movie? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. But like, if I put mayonnaise on my sandwich, it got to be light. Like, it got to be light. It can't be like too much. I don't like the texture. I don't like the way it feels.
Okay.
I'm a big texture eater. Like I can't even eat eggs without grits. Like the texture, I don't like certain textures.
They said stop being lazy. Look it up. It's so easy.
So
we might need to do a show, guys, on tips for how to save money. We might have a segment on that. We got to have that when Mia's on. Mia's usually here on Tuesdays and Thursdays because Mia, she does all the DIY stuff. That's not me. So, I mean, but anyways, guys, we're going to start doing our closing thoughts. Kamal, I'll allow you to go first. What's your closing thoughts?
All right, this was a solid episode. You feel me? Yeah, them gas prices, man, we gotta blame on Trump because Trump is the one that is endorsing the goddamn war. The shit is a war. You idiots out there keep saying it's not a war. Well, Trump said his damn self, the war. Okay, so yeah, that's why shit going up. But to me, I'm like with Gray. I'm gonna put 40 in the tank no matter what. Gas can be $14.34. Give me 40 on 2. Anyway, y'all hit that notification bell, the new party, so y'all know when we go live. Also, if you want to come over my end, Kamal Johnson, you feel me? Kamal Johnson. Come over to the channel. Hit the notification bell on the new party and on my channel too, so you know when we go live. And the chat, y'all is pretty cool today. You feel me? I mean, some of the people in the chat, man, y'all need to take y'all meds, man. God damn. Shit. Oh, y'all redacted the comment. I see y'all. The Amy chick, she was like, and shout out to May, man. At least she was a good sport about the shit when I was talking shit about you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Eric, man. And that shit that happened in San Diego, basically like in the backyard where I live at, that shit is insane. And like, I'm not really surprised when it comes into these realms where they do stuff for kids, like Disney and certain things like that, that people within that staff is going to be watching some CP. Okay? This guy, how are you wearing a turtleneck? You got to put it through one arm, through another arm, and through my neck. That's how I wear the turtleneck. Come on, man. Stop asking these asinine questions. Anyway, hope everybody else in the chat have a lovely weekend. Shout out to the new party. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Kamal. Gray, what's your closing thoughts?
As far as these cruises, it seems like so much stuff is happening on cruise lines these days. Myself, I'm a Carnival cruise line person. I think I'm almost at the gold membership, but I think what we should see from this is just, always be paying attention, especially on these cruises, because we've talked about this on the show. We talked about a girl that lost her life. We talked about diseases. Now we're talking about somebody being detained for CP. So I might not be taking a cruise for a little bit, but this was a great show. Like they said, try to save money. I think that's the smartest thing that we probably can learn from this, that if you can't DIY, just coupon or whatever you can do. This is a great show. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah, guys, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate everyone for coming. Shout out to everybody. Help us break through this shadow ban, y'all. The shadow ban is real. We got the shadow ban man. He can tell you all about it, I'm sure, when you watch his show. But I just have to say this. Somebody in the comments said we are giving Democrat talking points. I am not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal. I am not left wing. But at this point, God damn it, y'all making it. I'd rather be called these things than be called a Trump worshiper, because we got a lot of people that are just worshiping Trump, not holding him accountable, not calling things out that need to be called out. And this is why we have the situation we're in. This is why we're about to see $6 gas prices and why people should be in the streets protesting about this. This is why we have 13 dead soldiers, okay, and over 400 injured, because they know that there are the people that make noise are going to fall in line because they worship Trump, unfortunately. Don't be like that, boo-boo. Don't be like that. So this is where we all need to come together as Americans and say enough is enough. We don't want $6 gas prices. We don't want 13 people killed. We don't want another 100 unalived for a war that doesn't benefit Americans. So if that makes me a Democrat or a liberal, I'm all that all day. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But what we're not going to do is act like we're not Americans and we're not patriotic because we're questioning things. God bless, good night, and stay safe.
Hello, history buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Freedom of future. A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls.
To the encampment for freedom of future.
For liberty. This is what American patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
The hour our liberty is at hand. For freedom is brava. Secure our liberty. My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
Welcome to my colonial home. Today, DETAINED work captures the spirit of We Fight for Independence. And and our freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Hour is late. We must enact. To the encampment. For liberty. Through every change and challenge. We stand at the dawn of liberty, unshaken by the trials ahead. Soldiers, the enemy is near. Front line, flapping!